So it's another day, it's another phone being announced slash released. So this is coming in from Gizmo China, who went ahead and posted about the fact that Huawei X3 Foldable smartphone is coming out by the end of this month. So at the end of April, we are going to see another foldable phone on the market. And again, it will be released only strictly in China. I will say it like this, right? Because obviously, yeah, we just got the Vivo X Fold released, and obviously we had the Oppo Find and 5G, Oppo Find and 5G 2. We're going to get a Galaxy Z Flip 4, Fold 4. We're just going down the list of different cell phones, right, that are foldable that are going to be coming out. Now, I'll say it like this, that a lot of these cell phones are strictly being released in China. Huawei, I do like Huawei, don't get me wrong. But a lot of these companies are going to be releasing crap products. Then there's companies that have been doing this for a couple generations. The third generation of Huawei foldable phones. This is going to have a 90 hertz refresh rate, a 8-inch OLED foldable screen, a 6.5-inch OLED cover display, which will be the 90 hertz. Inside display will most likely be 120 hertz. It will come with a 50 megapixel primary sensor on the front side. And the device is also going to have a 16 megapixel snapper for taking selfies and video calls. Probably have a 4500 milliamp battery according to the source, and will support 55 watt fast charging technology, so no wireless charging. Most likely also might not have NFC. Most likely will not be waterproof. And again, most likely will be the price tag of $1,500–$1,600. So I did make this video because I want to talk about Huawei and how I'm excited about this new Huawei phone. What I'm trying to make this video for is strictly one purpose. Should you buy into all these other foldable phones, right? Because as this year goes along, and I think this year is very, very important for the foldable phone market. We are now into a market where people are just now noticing them, okay? I feel like for the longest time, yes, people knew about foldable phones. They understood the purpose of foldable phones. They got excited about foldable phones. But I think we're now in a market where this is becoming mainstream. This is becoming to a point where people are now like, whoa, time out. What is that, right? So because of that, we're going to see a lot of companies throwing phones left, right, and center. We know Microsoft is holding off a year. We know Samsung is not. Samsung is releasing their 2 iterations of their phone later this year, and they're probably going to release even another foldable phone. According to sources, they might release a slidable slash rollable cell phone sometime this year. So I did this before with the Vivo. I know Vivo is supposed to have all the best bells and whistles put into one cell phone ready to go. Now, again, Vivo has a really good track record because they're a sister company to Oppo. And Oppo obviously released the Find 5G, and everyone loves the phone. So I'd say it like this, right? Until you see these phones in reviewers' hands, until you see these phones, actually shown off, and maybe you might try out one out yourself. A lot of these phones were strictly released in China. They just simply cannot compete internationally. And some of these companies are small companies. They can't even ship internationally. There was a story recently I saw where a company is going belly up, and they're actually going bankrupt because of foldable phones. They can't actually sell the foldable phones because, again, you got to keep in mind, internationally, it's hard to compete in markets. You got taxes in every single country. You got shipping inputs, shipping delays, all that kind of stuff. Over the fact that you have Samsung, Microsoft, big phone companies kind of pounding you down like, listen, why would you buy that crap when you have our phone, right? So with that being said, I just kind of want to make this as a PSA kind of, right? A public service announcement. Take a lot of these phones that are going to be released over this year with a grain of salt. I'm going to try my best whenever for these phones are released, cover them on my channel, talk about them, the pros or cons, and kind of break them down as we go through. But a lot of these phones, because I know a lot of guys who watch my content, you guys are tech guys too. I understand, we're all tech guys, but at the end of the day, don't waste your money. Now, Huawei is in a 3rd generation of this phone, okay? But this phone's not going to be perfect. I do not believe the Vivo X Fold will be perfect. I think the Oppo Find 5G 2 will not be perfect, but I think it will be a lot better than the first one. I think they can slowly progress, right? With that being said, though, this does interest me. It interests me because it's actually a trustworthy company. And number two, it's the third generation of it. So I'm going to keep an eye out on this one. I definitely will. Now, it's going to be released sometime by the end of this month, but Huawei has not confirmed that yet. Now, a lot of times what happens is there'll be a release date that gets leaked or a picture gets leaked of a product, and the company's like, oh, I don't know what you're talking about. That's going to get released or not. It ends up getting released that exact time it was supposed to get released because that's actually the real information being leaked. But we have to wait and see on this one. But tell me down below, guys, because I'm starting to kind of get the picture that a lot of these companies are just copying and pasting these phones. And, you know, when you have an idea, right, you look at, you know, this phone, Surface Duo 1, right? This is the OG Duo 1. If it's not broke, don't fix it. And then you got Z Fold 3 that, you know, very much looks like this phone on the screen right here. But if it's not broke, don't fix it. So it's going to be interesting. And I do like the fact that Samsung is going with a slidable, rollable phone later this year rather than keep on doing another foldable phone. I mean, they did do patents. You guys saw before on the channel. They did a patent that looks exactly like the Surface Duo 1. I'll be interested to see if, you know, if we do get something like that from Samsung. But my guess would be we're probably going to get a foldable rollable phone. And then we're going to see a whole entire market of companies doing the same thing Samsung did. Keep in mind, this market, this industry, is projected to be at $25 million by the end of 2025. It's going to be a big industry. It's going to be continued to progress into something huge and insane. But we have to kind of take a step back and realize, kind of do what Apple's doing here. Apple is not releasing a foldable phone because they want to see what's going on. They want to see how this all goes away, how this all happens, if something, you know, is good or bad or what happens, because they don't want to go ahead and put their foot in there and lose money. The one thing Apple is really good at is not losing money. That's why they upcharge you on a lot of their products. And if you have an Apple logo, you're going to spend like 10 times the price of other phones because they upcharge you because they make sure when they release a product, it's not crap, right? So we'll have to wait and see on this one. For Huawei's phone-wise, I mean, the other phones they released, the foldable phones they released, I'd say a lot of them have been okay. They haven't been anything out of the water spectacular to a point where I'm like, oh my God, yeah, pick up that Huawei phone. Go buy that Huawei phone. But some of them have been okay. And, you know, like I said before, I'm never going to completely shun or shoot down any phone that is released or shown off because it does further the industry and give us even more. And I will say, something we saw with the Vivo X Fold, the camera was made by Zeiss. This is not made by Zeiss, this camera setup, but Zeiss, I mean, I think the next iteration of foldable phones, the next big thing for foldable phones is going to be that camera setup. It's going to be the idea of having a mirrorless camera in your actual phone that's also foldable, giving you every piece of detail possible in one foldable phone. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.